Hello student, in this video we are going to learn your social studies chapter number 9 waste and its management. Waste habdi amot akai. Adugumba amot akai mayamsingse akoina kadaida hundokani. Kayam yamna akoina amot pa sigumba waste akoina produce tawgani. Sigumba amot akai mayam ama akoina produce tawbasina fabra phatabra. Adudagidi akoina mafam chana hundoktabasina akoigi environment ta kyam akaiba lakpa adudagidi masigumba amotpa akoina produce tawbagi changse kayamuk yamna handahankadage masi handhabasina akoida kyam kanaba adudagidi amotpa mayamjingse akoina karamba weda amukka hanna use tawba yai haibana chingba mayamtuni hauji akoina masigi chapter sida discuss tawrakadoribase. So student, you have to listen very carefully. Now let's start our lesson. Anything that is discarded, not of any use, unwanted and useless is waste. Karigumba anything posak ama aikoina sijannadraba pamdraba aikoida kanadraba adugumba posak tubu waste haidana haiko. It includes leftover food materials, broken glass, empty packets, jars, bottles, rakes, and household waste. Waste haibasida karamba makhaljing include tawrakadoino haiba matamda leftover food material akoina chabagi aremba adudagidi glass akaiba packet ahangba adudagidi jar can adudagidi bottles adudagidi yumgi amor akai adugumba mayamjing dubuni waste haibasida chalibasi. The amount of waste being produced has increased due to increase in population and change in lifestyle. Waste puthokpagi changse aduki matik hengalaibasi kari maramgino haiba matamda mi masing hengalakpa amadi aikoigi hingbagi lifestyle sida ahongba lakpase masinani waste produce tawbagi changse aduki matik wangise. Aduna I repeat, waste haibadi aikoina sijannadraba pamdraba adudagidi kanadraba adugumba poshak tubuni waste haidana haise. Aduna waste haibasida kari yaudoino example khara mamangda haikre. Aduna aikoina waste produce tawba waste se aduki matik akoina puthorakpagi chang yamna wangibase mi masing hengalakpa amadi aikoigi hingbagi lifestyle sidasu ahongba lakpase masinaneba waste yamna produce tawreise. Here is your first topic. Urban and rural waste. People in rural areas, villages, habadi khungangda laiba miyoijing lead a more simple lifestyles than those in urban areas, towns and cities. They have limited needs and don't use too much of plastic or packaging materials. Hence, they produce less waste. Most of the rural domestic waste is converted into manure. Khungangda lairiba adugumba miyoijing makoigi lifestyle sidi yamna simple oiba lifestyle neba kanadagi hena simple oiba aikoigi urban da lairiba koi towns amadi cities da lairiba miyoi mayam jingsi lifestyle dagi di khungangda lairiba miyoi jingsi ki lifestyle sin yamna simple oiba heleba aduga khungangda lairiba miyoi jing makoidi yamna makoigi needs makoigi darkar tabase yamna limited oi aduga maikoina aikoigi plastic amadi packaging materials makoina yamna use tawdeba aduna makoidi waste puthokbagi changse yam nemeba aduga rural domestic waste rural dagi puthorakpa adugumba makoigi waste fata hauthi mayam jingsidi anammana harda loinamak ole haibani ko. On the other hand, people in towns and cities have more demands and they depend a lot on packed foodstuffs like biscuit, butter and chocolates. Hence, they produce a lot of waste. Aduga towns amadi cities da lairiba miyoijing makoidi demand se aduki matik yami aduga makoidi pack food akoigi biscuit butter chocolate sidai sida yamna depend tawraga hingeba aduna makoina waste puthokpagi chang se aduki matik wangi haibani ko. Various industries and manufacturing units also produce waste that is harmful and toxic poisonous. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ industries amadi manufacturing units ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ factory ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ harmful ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯛꯆꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯐꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ poisonous ꯍꯨ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ waste ꯀꯌꯥ ꯃꯔꯨꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦꯕ. It is natural to produce waste puthokpa haibadi amor akai leiba haibasidi akhoi natural neba aduna ngasai kanagumba any society ama leiragadi waste produce tawba haibasidi compulsory ni aduna waste produce tawba amor akai puthokpa haibasidi natural ni. However, the amount of waste produced can be reduced by adopting certain measures. It is also very important to dispose waste properly so that it does not pollute the environment. Amotpa laiba amotpa hundokpa haibasidi natural ni adubu aikoina puthoraiba adugumba amotpa gi chang sidi aikoina makal makha kaya gi policies makal makha kaya gi plan kaya ama koina use tawraga handahanbadi yaeba. Aduna amora kai mayam jingse aikoina yamna mafam chana hundokpa ama changeba aduduna aikoigi environment sida pollute tarokpadagi handarakkadoini haibani ko. So student, before coming to your next page, look here. Grandma says, think before you throw things, maybe they can be reused. Nakoina karigumba posak ama hundoktringegi mamangda yamunna khalloba nakoina hundokke tawriba poto amukasu sijanaba yarakpa yai haibani ko. Haibadi koina bottle gumba plastic bottle gumba je koina hundoga akoigi chakhairaga thambagi mahutta koina kakthatlaga leigumba thaba yai ko adumaina akoina hundokpagi mahutta yamunna khallu amukasu use torokpa yaramba yaina haibani sida haris. Now come to your next page. Disposal of waste. Household waste is often thrown in open areas or on the roadsides. Household waste ko yumdagi puthorakpa amor akai mayam jingse akoi anambana open areas ahangba jaga natraga koigi lambi mapanda yam toina hundokpa thengnayaba koina. This is incorrect as this waste becomes a breeding ground for insects. Sumaina hundokpa se yamna chumdaba yamna aranba thabak amaneba maramdi ngasai tin kang mayamgi marum kokfam oyeba sigumba amorakai mayam jingse and also creates a foul bad smell and spreads several diseases. Manam yamna namthiba dugumba koigi manam koigi hakchangda yamna sokningai oiraba koigi disease mayam ama chelaba adugumba adudagidi koigi manam yamna namthiba posak ama oyeba koigi sumaina hundoga thambasi aduna yengo koigi lambida adudagidi kitang lamhang kitang hangba ama leiba matamda aikoina amotpa hundokpa yam toina thengnei ko masi yamna chumde adumaina amotpa hundokpa haibasina tin kang mayamgi marum kokfam oihalli aduga mahakna manam namthiba mayam ama ko thohalli ko aduga amuk makal makha kayagi disease mayam ama sandokpada yam chawna mateng pangeba. Given below are step of waste disposal from our house to the dumping sites. Aduna makhada point khara piriba jingse waste mayam jingse koina kadaida hundokadage aduga dumping sites koigi waste mayam ama hundokfam koigi nakoigi da truck daga toroka khomba laibado ko adugumba mayam jingduda kamdowna pigi gadage aduga kadaida thamgadage haibana chingba adugumbagi points khara ni ko sida laise. Look here, point number 1. Household waste is thrown in covered dustbin at home. Yumnagi puthokpa adugumba amotpa mayam akoigi waste mayam jingse akoigi yumda makhum khumjallaga thamba adugumba dustbin amada hundokadabaneba. A garbage collector goes from house to house and collects the waste. He dumps it in big green and blue bins kept by the municipal corporation. Aduga ngasai garbage collector amotpa khomba laiba kangbu mayam jingduna yumthong khudingi chatlaga adugum amotpa mayam jingdu makoina laukhatkani aduga municipal corporation na thamba adugumba green bin amadi blue bin da makoina hapchangani haibani. The next point, the green bin is meant for biodegradable waste. They are the waste that can rot and mix easily with soil. Some examples of biodegradable waste are vegetable and fruit peels, paper and cloth. Green bin. Sida green namadi blue bin, green dustbin namadi blue bin uiko. Aduna masigi green bin sina harise kaino haba matamda biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste habadi yam thuna pathaba ngamba adugumba amot akai mayamjing. Koigi can rot and mix easily with soil. Yam thuna patharaga laibaka mix tauba ngamgiba adugumba makhalgi waste ni biodegradable waste harisina aduna green bin sidadi adugumba biodegradable waste se half kadawneba. Aduna biodegradable waste ki example khara hairaba matamda vegetable amadi fruit peels aduga paper and cloth. The next, the blue bin is for non-biodegradable waste. They are the waste that do not rot easily and do not mix with soil. Glass and plastic are some example of such waste. And the blue bin jina non-biodegradable waste hapnaba. Non-biodegradable waste habisina kaino pathaba ngamdaba aduga ngasai soil ka mix tawusu ngamdaba. Koigi lebak manungda phumagasu adum chap manana adum leiba akoigi samna harabada plastic amadi glass makhoi jingchini ko non biodegradable waste haise aduna makhoi di pathaba ngamde aduna adugumba makhal waste tubuna non biodegradable waste ni aduna adugumba makhal waste na blue bin sida half kadaba. Then the trucks of the municipal corporation collects the waste from these two bins separately, then they dump the waste in separate dumping sites. Aduga ngasai ki municipal corporation gi makoi gi truck to laani aduga sigumba bin sidagi amora kai mayam jingse makoi na amuk tokhai na collect tawrani aduga separate dumping site tokhai ba adugumba phumjannaba jaga jing hundoknaba jaga da makoi na amuk hundok kadori baneba. Then next, come to your next page. Waste management. Amora kai mayam nang sia koina kamdong na manage tawgadage habaduni ko. If each one of us behaves responsibly, the amount of waste produced can be reduced. Akoi mipung khudimang na yamna responsibly oina yamna responsible citizen amo oina makoina thabak tawragadi aikoina amora kai puthokpagi chang se yam thuna handagadabne. The best way to manage waste is to follow the 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. Saigi waste manage tawbase masigi yamna achumba lambi ama hairagadi 3 R's yakoina follow tawgadawne. 3 R's ida kai kaino reduce, reuse and recycle. Reduce, reuse and recycle hariba 3 R's yakoina follow tawragadi waste yakoina yam laina manage tawba ngamgani haibane. Aduna before starting reduce, first look here. Grandma says, do not burn dried fallen leaves. It causes air pollution. Una akangba amadi kelaga leiba una mayam jing yakoina mai thadu ise yamna la leba. Masigi mai thadokpasina air pollution thohali habani ko aduna mai thabagi mota fazana khomjalaga kom ama tawraga phumjalaga thamgadaba aduduna manure soil fertility hengarhanba yaeba adudi natabida mai thadokpa haibasina kaisu kemta kanaba porakteba mahakna air pollution oina thohale habani ko. So now let's start explaining reduce. Look here. Reduce. It is necessary to reduce the amount of waste we produce. Ekoina puthoiba produce toriba dugumba waste se masi handahanba haibase yamna maru oyeba. Use products with less packaging or with packaging that can be reused or refilled. Ekoina pochai any products use torakpa matamda yamna packaging food se package tawba poche yamna use tawdaba aduga package tawba pot oiraga su aikoina amuka hanna sijanaba yaba amadi amuka hanna amuk hanjalaga use tawba yaba adugumba pot oina sijanabiyu haibani. I repeat, aikoina any product ama use tawba matamda packaging product jingse aikoina yam handhana use tawgadabane. aduga packaging product use tauge hairagasu amuka hana sizinaba yaba amuka hana amuk hanjalaga use tauba yaba adugumba pot oina sizinabiyu haibani ko. Then point number 2, use washable plates and cups instead of disposable ones in parties or while traveling. Aikoina any parties natraga traveling tauba matamda aikoigi disposable plate natraga disposable cups adugumba use taubagi mahutta fengduoga chamthuoga amuka hanna use tauba yaba adugumba plates natraga cups adugumba do aduina use taugadobani haibani ko. Use cloth napkins to wipe your hands instead of paper napkins. Paper napkins use taubaki mahutta aikoigi cloth napkins aduna oina khut sa taithokpada sijinabiyu haibani. The next point, use paper on both side. Any paper na kona use tauba matamda side ama use tauraga side ama hanghanbado madu taubiganu madugi mahutta side animak oina use taubiyu haibani ko. Buy things only if you need them. Nakoina darkar taraba matamdada pot chai se laigadabani aduna tan extra oina laisan biganu haibani sida haris. I hope you all understood this reduce. Then next come to reuse. Reusing means to use things again rather than throwing them. Reusing haibadi any things, any poshak ama aikoina amukka hana sijanaba hundokhibagi mahutta amukka hana use taubadubuni reusing haidan haris. We can practice reusing by refilling, rebuilding, reselling and donating all things. Aikoina reusing haibase aikoina practice tauba yai kamaina refilling amukka hana hanjanba amukka hana then next rebuilding amukka hana semjanba then reselling amukka hana yonba and donating all things akoigi amanaka mayamjingdubu donate taukiba. I repeat, reusing haibadi any things, any poshak amabu akoina hundokpagi mahutta amukka hana sijanabado adubu reusing kawi ko. Aduna reusing haibase akoina practice tauba yai kamaina refilling amukka hana hanjanba, rebuilding amukka hana semjanba, reselling amukka hana yonba and donating all things akhoi amanaka mayamjingdubu hundokhibagi mahutta donate tauthokiba mingonda. Now look here, point number 1, reuse gift wrapping paper to wrap another gift. Aikoigi gift pirakpa matamda mathakta wrap tawraka gift togi mathakta wrap tawraga lakpa adugumba wrapping paper sibu aikoina hondokpagi mahutta atopa gift ama amuk wrap tawba matamda aikoina sijinabiyu haibani ko. Do rough work in the page left in all notebooks. Ariba notebook ta aikoina hundoaga hanghallaga yawgiba adugumba lemhauba adugi page ahangma mayamdo adudaiduda rough work mayam hotpiyu haibani ko. The next point, reuse plastic bottles, cans and jars. Plastic ki bottles adudagidi can amadi jar mayam jingse amukka hanna sijinabiyu haibani. Use all clothes for dusting and cleanings. Ariba akoigi firwal mayam jingsibu akoigi taithokpa adudagidi kandhokpa haibadi amotpa kandhokpa amotpa nandokpa taithokpa adugumba mayam jingdo adudaiduda use taubiyu haibani ko. Paper printed on one side can be used for writing on the other side. Paper side ama print tawkiba haibase magi atopa side ama do aduda aikoi amukka hanna sijinaba yagneba. Haibadi side ama print tawgre aduna masigi paper se ko hundoage haidana hundokpagi mahutta ngasagi print tawdaba plain oina leiba adugi side to aikoi amuk hanna any activities ama tarakpada akoina sijinaba yai haibani ko. Use pencil shavings to make designs on greeting cards. Akoina pencil itkibagi pencil gi makudo greetings card komba any design tawba matamda akoina sijinabiyu haibani instead of throwing them hundokpagi mahutta. All magazines and newspapers can be used to do craft work. Magazines amadi newspaper ariba mayam jingse akoina craft koigi any designs any craft work tarakpa matamda use tawba yai haibani ko. Donate all storybooks and textbook to a library or in slums. ꯑꯔꯤꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯤ ꯕꯨꯛꯁ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯦꯛꯁꯕꯨꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯔꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯏꯁꯂꯝꯗ ꯗꯣꯅꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. Donate clothes that do not fit you and toys to an orphanage or in slum. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯠꯁ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯟꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯔꯐꯥꯅꯦꯖ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯏꯁꯂꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯗꯣꯅꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤꯀோ. Now look here. Grandma says, use your course textbook carefully. If in good condition, you can pass them on to your juniors or younger brothers or sisters. Nakoigi textbook mayamjingse nakoina sijinaba matamda yam section sijinabiyu haibani ko. Masisina yamna afaba condition amada lairagadi hojiki textbook to nakoigi makha tarakpa angangjing natraga nakoigi younger brothers natraga younger sister mayamjing adum sijinaba yagani aduna nakoina textbook use toba matamda yam nana luna nana sijinabiyu haibaduni ko. Now come to your next page. Last R, that is recycle. Recycling involves treating waste to get materials that can be reused. Recycling haibasina karino haiba matamda amorakai mayamjingsibu akoina amukka hanna sijinaba yagadaba adugumba any posak amada amuk sungdokpase masibuna recycling. We sell all things like newspapers, torn books, and glass bottles to a rag picker, kabadiwala. Then he sent them for recycling. Koina khabaramanba, larik segaiba, adudagidi glass ki bottle siguma mayam jingse koina rag picker, koigi kabadiwala makoida koina yoli ko. Adudagidi mahakna aduguma posak mayam jingse recycling gidamakta amuk thagidoineba. Look here. Paper is recycled to make new paper. Paper say anova paper ama amuk semnanaba honabada recycle tawribani ko. Steel cans are melted to make new cans. Steel cans mayamjingse anova can ama sananaba honabada amuka saudok halineba makoise maida. Broken glass pieces are recycled to make new containers. Broken glass pieces koigi glass akaiba mache machet mayamjingsisu anova container amuk semnanaba honabada recycle tawrini haibani ko. Aduna any waste mayamjingse akoina amukka hanna sijinaba yarakadaba aduguma posak amada amukka hanna sungdokpibado madubuni recycle hairisi. Recycling helps to conserve natural resources, prevent pollution, and save energy. We should try to produce less waste and dispose it in a safe way. This will keep our planet Earth clean and green. Recycling haibasina aikoigi natural resources sibu kanbada haibadi yokhatpada natraga kanbada adudagidi pollution dagi ngakthokpada adudagidi energy save tawbada yamna mateng panganiba. I repeat, recycling haibasina aikoigi natural gi lairiba resources mayamjingsibu yokhatpada pollution dagi ngakthokpada aduga energy dagi save tawbada koidi yam chawna mateng panganiba. Aduna we should try to produce less waste. Aduna aikoina yariba makai waste haibasi yam handhana produce tawgadabani and hojiki puthoreba waste mayamjingse yamna safe oiba adugumba way amada akoina hundokadawneba. Aduna masisina this will keep our planet Earth clean and green. Sumaina aikoina waste yamna less produce tawba and dispose it in a safe way. Masisina aikoigi planet Earth sibu luna nana amadi green oina thambada yam chawna mateng pangani haibani ko. So student, with this we have completed your chapter number 9. I hope you all understood what we have explained so far. Your remaining chapters will explain in upcoming videos.